Currently, the military is only authorized to pay for next of kin travel expenses if the service member is killed in action. That's not right.
So that's Arizona Senator Jeff Flake taking action for a local family. He is fighting to get an amendment passed that would pay for all families to travel to the airport when their fallen soldier is brought home.
Shedding a lot of light on an issue that I think a lot of people aren't aware of. It is inspired by a Phoenix Marine killed during a humanitarian mission. ABC 15's Nohalani Graf sat down with Lance Corporal Jacob Hugg's parents who hope this change will save others from the added pain that they had to go through.
Taps, a folded flag, burial at a national cemetery, traditions to honor fallen service members.
Some okay days and a lot of not very okay days.
But the days leading to this brought a different kind of pain to Lance Corporal Jacob Hugg's family.
Very challenging.
Dealing with the shock of their loss, the young Marine killed in a helicopter crash in Nepal, his parents needed to see for themselves, wanted to be at the Dover airport the second his body arrived.
To be able to welcome him home and to be there when he came back on our soil.
Corporal Hugg didn't die in combat, but he was fighting to make life better for survivors of a devastating earthquake.
He was serving for all of us.
Still, the difference meant his family would have to pay their own way to the return ceremony.
There was nothing in place for us.
Until Senators Jeff Flake and John McCain stepped in, the cost was covered, then they co-sponsored a bill to keep it from happening to any other families.
You know, people won't have to deal with that when they're going through probably the most tragic and difficult event.
A final act in Jacob's name, serving others even after his own true sacrifice.
That kid is so special, and so for people to know that is important to us.
Nohe Graf reporting for us there. A final vote for the National Defense Authorization Act is expected tomorrow. Now, the Huggs are also expecting the final crash report later on this month, Danielle.
Well, Dan, Senator Jeff Flake announcing a separate amendment that's also part of that very same legislation. He is trying to end what he calls paid-for patriotism. Taxpayer dollars going to fund some of those soldier salutes that you see at certain athletic events. Reports show the Department of Defense paid certain NFL teams more than $5 million combined last season. And most of the time, that sponsorship was never disclosed. If passed, this amendment would ban taxpayer dollars from being used for this purpose.